Good morning, good afternoon, or whatever time you have a chance to watch this video. It is Mr. Till the End TV. So today, guys, I'm back again with another topic that is DV related, and I've just realized that I need to do this video for you guys. You know, you are special, and that's the reason why I keep on coming and talk to you about anything that deals with DV lottery. So today I have a very important topic that I felt I should enlighten you with what it is all about. So today I want to look at the forms that are DV related. How many forms are related to DV lottery? I know we only talk about more of one form, but today I felt I need to explain to you what are the purpose of each form. So pay attention and just watch and enjoy the video. So I have a list of forms that I feel I want to talk about. The first form is the diversity electronic visa, which is form 5501. The second one is I'm going to explain each form, the purpose of each form. The second one is form DS-260, which is called Immigrant Visa Electronic form. And the third one is the form I-134, Affidavit of Support, if applicable. This is the form number 3. And the fourth form is form DS-2554, Public Charge Questionnaire. This form was very much used in the past, developed people, but now it's no longer very active, it's no longer used. Then the other form is for medical examination form. This form is also very much active. And yeah, I think these are forms. There should be about 6 forms that are very much important, but mostly we only talk of one form. But I feel I should tackle each and every form. I need to explain to you what are their importance when it comes to DV related issues. So the first form, the electronic diversity visa form, this is the form the first form that which is used to apply for DV lottery. This is the form that where you put your names, the country of birth, and this is the form where you upload the photo, the most wanted photo, the photo that meets the requirement. So let me just explain a bit of where is it used. This is the form that is used during the application process. This is the form that you fill all these details and purpose. This form is available on USA Department of State's official website, used to submit an entry into the DV lottery. Applicants provide basic biological information, passport details, and a recent photo to participate in the DV lottery. Right now we're lucky because passport is no longer a must, but in olden days, in the previous DV lottery application, passport was a must. But right now they're a bit lenient because it's not a must. You can put or you cannot put the passport, meaning at the end of the day you are still required to get a passport so that they can embed your the visa in your passport. Yes, so this is the whole purpose of this form. It's called the form 5501. So the next form is okay, the key points of this form is one entry per person. So this form only allows one entry per person. There's nothing like you apply to a lot of people on this form. You only submit once. You do not duplicate. Do not submit 5 forms. Just you only submit one form, and once you submit, keep the confirmation number. So the next form is a form called DS-260. This is the form which is very much important. This is the form where you put the form that you fill after you've won the DV lottery. This is the form that you come to fill. This form is used after being selected in the DV lottery. The DS-260 form is filled out online by DV lottery winners to apply for an immigrant visa. This form collects details such as personal information, education, and employment information. So this form is so very much important, and that's the reason why upon finishing filling this form, we tell you that you need to print the hard copy. And the reason is very simple. Do you know why we tell you to print this form? We want you to study this form prior to going for the interviews. You need to read about what you felt in the DS-260, because whatever they'll ask you during the interview time, this is the form. Whatever they'll be asking is going to come from this form. So once you fill the DS-260, you need to print. You need to have a hard copy so that you can be going through. So that as you go to the exam, as you go for the interview, you won't have any problem responding to the question they'll ask you at the embassy. This form is mostly submitted on Consular Electronic Application Center, which is a website, accompanied by supporting documents such as passport and birth certificate. In olden days, they wanted you to upload this document. In the previous years, they wanted you, once you fill this form, they wanted you to upload copies of your passport as well as other supporting documents. But right now, they ask you to go with this document at the embassy where you have the interviews. Then the third form, which is form I-134, another very important form, guys. So this form is an affidavit of support. So this form is always a must for NDV Rotary applicants. So this form is used requested during the visa interview if the consular official requires proof of financial support. So this form, mostly when you in DV Rotary, they'll ask you to submit this form after, when going to the interviews. They'll ask you to go with this form, because they want to know whoever is going to host you, or whoever is going to host you, at least must, or whoever is going to, someone must at least provide support, financial support, where you'll be there maybe for 3 to 4 months when you land in the USA. So this person, they ask him to fill this form. In fact, they ask you that you fill together with this person who's going to take care of you for the few months that you'll be there before you even start working. So mostly this is one of the most important form. This one is a must for NDV winner now. So you must find the means and ways on how you can obtain this form. That's the reason why we keep on telling guys, you need to start having some friends who are here. If not friends, if you've got relatives, start talking to them. Because when you win DV Rotary, automatically they'll ask you this form, and this form it must be provided. Whatever happens, you just have to provide this form. It's non-negotiable. So keep on searching for people who should provide this form for you guys. The form is used by USA-based sponsors such as family member or friends to provide financial guarantee that the DV Rotary winner will not become a public charge in the USA. So that's the purpose why they need this form. However, some embassies do not ask for this form, but for people who are coming from Zambia, they ask for this form. Then the fourth form is Form I-164, affidavit of support in rare cases. This one they only ask in rare cases. When used, they typically for family-based immigrant visa, but it can be requested for DV Rotary winners if the consulate requires strong financial support. However, they don't really ask for this form, but I felt you should know about this just in case. Similar to Form Y-134, it demonstrates that the applicant has adequate financial support. So this one you don't need to worry about it, because they hardly ask for this form. So in general, it's not needed for DV winner unless it's requested by the consulate. However, you may not even get to be asked about this form. Then from DS-5540, public charge questionnaire, previously used and now suspended. This form they used to ask it a long time ago in the previous DV Rotary applicants, but right now they don't ask it. When used previously required as part of the public charge rule, which is now no longer in the effect. Purpose: this form was used to determine whether an immigrant might become a public charge dependent on government assistance in the USA. This is one of the most important things that you need to desist yourself from. This is where you become a public charge, where you become to start depending on government for assistance. This is not a good thing. You don't need to get yourself to these levels, and that's the reason why when you ask you to look for a job, you work so that you don't depend on government. As of 2021, this form is no longer required due to changes in the public charge policies. Then the last form, guys, one of the last form is the medical examination form. When is it used? It's used before the immigration visa interview. This is the form that the physician will fill it for you, and they will give it to you. You go and hand it over to the consular. Let me just read about it. Purpose: this form, completed by a designed panel physician, includes results from the mandatory medical examination that DV lottery winner must undergo. Key point: these results are sealed and sent direct to the USA embassy consulate. Sometimes these forms, once it's filled, they send it direct to the embassy. But right now, sometimes they'll just give you go with it at the embassy and you hand it over to the consulate. A long time ago, they used to send them direct to the embassy. So this is the conclusion of the form that I wanted you to share with you. At least you've known the forms that are involved with DV lottery. Otherwise, these are the forms that most forms that we talk about. We only talk much of one form, which is called the DS-260. So you should know now. Say there are quite a number of forms that are involved with DV lottery. Thank you so much, guys. I didn't have much to say today, but I felt you need to know this form so that as you prepare, you know at this is stage, this is the form that's coming. This is stage, this is the form that is coming. Thank you so much. I love you. Bye bye.